Hey everyone, welcome to Craving Something Scary, where it's all horror all the time. Now in this video, I'm going to discuss the just released trailer for Halloween Ends. Yes, it's finally here. Came a little bit early, but it came nonetheless. Now it was supposed to come out this morning on the 20th, but because it was leaked on the internet by some knuckleheads, Universal decided to move up the release and give it to us last night. So I am excited to dive in and talk about it. I have some things, folks. I got some things to talk about. So let's go. So guys, as I mentioned a moment ago, we got the trailer. It comes in at 1 minute and 16 seconds. And while it does not show an excessive amount of footage, there are a couple of images in the trailer that are interesting and are definitely worth talking about. So I'm going to share that with you here in just a moment. But first, I want to talk about some things that I really liked about this trailer. And I am going to show some images here while I'm talking, but I'm not too concerned about going through it chronologically. I know in the past I've done that with the screen breakdowns, but I would rather just talk to you about what's on my mind, not worry about trying to follow any particular order. And I know you guys are going to see the trailer anyway. You probably already have if you're here. So I encourage you to make sure and go watch the trailer after this video if you've not yet seen it, because I'm going to be bouncing around wherever my brain takes me. All right, so guys, listen. First thing I want to say right off the bat that impressed me is the tone and vibe of this trailer. It feels good. It looks good. It sounds good. This is a great trailer. I like the construction. I like the choices that were made. I mean, we start off right there after we see, some trick-or-treaters on the street. We start off with this great throwback. And yes, it's a throwback, not a flashback. That was Kills. But this is a throwback to 1978. It just feels like it. We've got the shape with a POV camera angle. We're looking up to the second story. I'm telling you guys, it is such homage to Halloween 78, the first one. And we see the POV, we hear the breathing in the mask, and we see them walking up to the house, and we find out later that this is Laurie's house. Laurie and Allison living together now, and I'm going to get to that in just a minute. But basically, we start off with this shot, and you see Michael or someone going up the stairs into the front door, and then the next shot you see is a great callback again to 78. I was just geeking out watching this because he's going up the stairs, and we remember the iconic scene in 78 where young Michael is going up the stairs to kill his sister, and what we see here is again going up the stairwell to a door that's already partially open, and when they get to the top of the door, they push it open, and to greet them is, of course, Laurie, who's not surprised by any of this. She is ready to go with her handgun, and that's a great shot of Laurie. Absolutely love that. So, what a beginning. This is how things start off for us on this trailer. Now, it's important before I go any further that we go ahead and talk about the synopsis of this trailer, because here's what the official synopsis is. I'll put it up on the screen, and then I'm going to get into the next shots because it'll make more sense. So here we go. 4 years after the events of last year's Halloween Kills, Laurie's living with her granddaughter Allison and is finishing writing her memoir. Michael Myers hasn't been seen since. Laurie, after allowing the specter of Michael to determine and drive her reality for decades, has decided to liberate herself from fear and rage and embrace life. But when a young man, Corey Cunningham, is accused of killing a boy he was babysitting, it ignites a cascade of violence and terror that will force Laurie to finally confront the evil she can't control once and for all. All right, so the reason I wanted to read this synopsis now was because I want to show you a shot here of this individual named Corey. And here he is, and we see him here where he looks to be in some type of a sewer system, underground sewer system is what it really looks like to me. Definitely cave dwelling, if you will. And this is the actor and character, rather, who is going to be Corey in the movie. And rumor has it that he is going to be taking center stage in Halloween Ends, going to be featuring him a lot. And the synopsis pretty much supports that, where it shifts to Corey Cunningham being accused of killing a babysitter. Or a boy while he was babysitting, excuse me. Babysitter killing, that's Michael's business. All right, so this is important because I want you to notice, again, this shot of Laurie here when at the beginning of the trailer, the door is partially open. I want you to look at the left hand. I imagine this probably jumped out to many of you. Others it may not have because it's a pretty quick shot. But on his left hand, all of his fingers are intact, which that means that is not Michael Audrey Myers, as Knight would say from the Night Watch Zone. It is not the shape, ladies and gents. This is someone else donning a Michael Myers costume coming in to allegedly, presumably, attack Laurie. We don't know for sure what the intent is, but that certainly looks like it, what the intent is. Laurie certainly thinks it is as well, because she's got her gun out, she is prepared, and she's wearing that blue long sleeve shirt, which we also will see later is the same shirt she's wearing in the kitchen scene when she's attacking the real Michael Myers, because we know that because that Michael Myers in the kitchen is missing some digits on his left hand. So that is the real Michael. This, however, is not the real Michael. So, David Gordon Green has been saying very openly that this movie has a very heavy Christine influence. The movie Christine, where Artie is basically slowly possessed by the spirit in his car. And I think what we're seeing here is this character, Corey, is either, I don't think he's necessarily possessed, because if Michael is still alive at this time, let's assume Michael is living during these scenes, which we can for a fact assume because there's this image of Michael actually attacking Corey and strangling him on the ground. And so, definitely looks like Corey's dead. We can pretty much tell from the trailer he's going to die. And so Michael Myers is killing him. So I believe that, for a fact that the kitchen scene definitely is Michael 100%. So back to Corey though for a moment. So this Christine influence, and I think, obviously Michael is alive. I believe what's going to happen is Corey is going to be basically obsessed with Michael Myers. He will actually kind of want to vicariously become him. He'll dress up like him. And yes, he might even kill people as Michael Myers because he wants to become him. He's turning into him, essentially, just like you saw in Christine. But instead of being it spiritually, it's just with himself turning into him. So I think that's what's happening. I think there's going to be a lot of killings in this movie that are going to be Corey dressed up as Michael Myers. That's what we're going to see. And that's what you're going to see. That's what we see here with the showdown here with the gun. And Corey's there at the door. I believe that's him pushing it open. So these things are going to happen. And then we're going to have this final showdown with Laurie and Michael. Again, continuity. She's wearing the same shirt, the long sleeve blue shirt. So I really believe these kitchen scenes that you see here, these are all happening the same night. If that's correct, then what we're seeing is her probably killing Corey, shooting him, probably killing him, and Michael shows up. And it all goes down at the same night. It all comes to a head in the third act right there. Because here's the thing. We see these images here. This image of Hawkins running towards a house. We see the police cars in the street with the lights on, deputies. They're running up to the house. And then later we see this image of Lori outside with the blue police lights reflecting on her face. So she's outside. Presumably, I'm just going to make an assumption here. Could be wrong. But based on this trailer, it's the same night. So what I could see happening is Corey comes in as Michael. She kills him. And then calls the police. And then what happens is, or maybe they didn't call the police yet. Michael Myers then appears in the kitchen. She goes downstairs. He's there. The whole thing goes down. She somehow kills Michael. Let's just say, or maybe presumes she's killed him. She calls up 911, and then here comes the Calgary, or the Calvary, not Calgary. That's in Canada. All right, so we see the Calvary come, and that's what these images are from. And then my hope is that at the end of the day, if Lori does not die, okay, big if, it still could happen. I still think she may. But I'm beginning to think maybe she won't, again, like I used to. If she does survive, then I think they go back into the house and Michael's gone. His body's gone, just like 78 when they went and looked down over the balcony, and he's gone. And we get a classic 78 type ending to Halloween Ends. Lori survived, but so did Michael. He did not die. And the back door is open. He's gone in the wind, and we hear the breathing, basically replicating the end of 78. Very much, or very similar. That's kind of what I'm predicting. Again, guys, this is hot off of the trailer. I could change these theories up the more I watch it tomorrow, tonight. Stay tuned. But as of right now, these are my initial reactions and thoughts that I wanted to share with you guys about the trailer. There's more in this trailer, not a ton more. We see Allison. We see a new character here with red hair in 2 different scenes. And I was on my live stream this morning with the Night Watch Zone and Brandon from I Like Scary. And Brandon made a great suggestion. He said, what if that is one of the Mulaney's? And remember at the beginning of Kills, with Lonnie was getting bullied by the Mulaney kids? One of them, the girl, had red hair. And I said, dude, I think you nailed it. So I think that's the best theory I've heard yet. I think the redheaded female is one of those Mulaney girls, or the girl from Kills at the beginning. And so there's a couple of other characters in here. Well, I talked about Corey, and that's really about it. We don't see Lindsay. Lindsay makes no appearance in the trailer, which was surprising. I thought we would see her, but I believe that they left her out of the trailer because they're setting us up for probably her not having a big role at all. And the more I think about it, the more I think she might be one of the early victims in this film, perhaps at the hand of Corey. Maybe that's one of the victims that he kills is a legacy survivor from the events of 78. And she dies at the hand of Corey Cunningham. That's possible. We'll see. But at the very least, I'm really beginning to think her role is not as big as I was hoping for, and as they initially made us maybe think it would be. As they stated, they were rewriting it, they were adding more to the script. So we'll see. But she's not in the trailer, at least not this one. And remember, guys, this won't be the only trailer. We'll have a full 2-minute plus trailer out probably by early September. Early mid-September at the latest. I hope that honestly this is the only one we get, because I love it. Don't show us any more. You've shown us enough. We're good. But there'll be another one. That's how the movie business works. It's gonna happen. It's on its way. So yeah, it's just a matter of time before that trailer comes out. But until then, we're gonna enjoy this trailer. I'm gonna watch it and over again, continue to let it absorb in. But it's a good trailer. Hope you guys enjoy it. And I really want to know what you think about the trailer. So everyone, leave your comments below right now in the comments section, and let's talk about it. Tell me what you think. What did you like? Anything you didn't like? Any theories or ideas you may have now? or maybe have been solidified because of the trailer. I'd love to hear all of your guys' thoughts. Let's get into it in the comments and talk about it. Well, guys, that's going to be it for this update. I'm going to leave it here, but I'll be back soon with more Halloween ends and other horror movie content. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And until next time, this is Craving Something Scary, where it's all horror all the time. Thank you for watching.